Greetings, dear friends. Happy Monday to you. I trust you had a beautiful weekend and are ready to step into this vibrant, auspicious, this is a very special week ahead. Here we are with our usual Monday check-in. We are doing our usual Mastering Your Mindset session. So for these sessions, what I like to do is to just really feel into the energies. Like I say, this is a very auspicious. I like that word. We're coming close to the equinox, so that makes it an important time too. We're stepping into a new season, but what's so important to really feel into and work at feeling into your sense of ease and balance with this. We have a full moon tomorrow. It's the 17th. In the sign of Pisces, but we also have a lunar, well, it's actually a partial lunar eclipse. And so what that does, you see, full moons, they light things up for us. They show us the way. They're also a time where we, make good on the intentions that we've been working on, where we actually really do access what is our truth, what is our calling, what is our rhythm and our vibe. So with this, and so what I was saying is that then with that eclipse, it intensifies it. Now, the other really auspicious thing about this too is that if you think about the zodiac wheel, Pisces is the last sign on that wheel. And as such, it carries the vibe or the learning or the wisdom of all the other signs. And so this full moon in particular, I feel like it's a very pivotal time to really access your truth, your inner truth. As you know, that's one of the decks of cards that I like to use to wrap up our session. But it's about really allowing yourself to go deep into your subconscious, to go deep into that which helps you navigate towards certain things and away from other things. And are you really listening? I put quotes around that. Listening to your inner guidance, to your intuition. I've said this to you before. Two things that come to mind with this. One is that the answers that you're looking for are actually looking for you also. And so with this auspicious lunar eclipse and the full moon in Pisces, could you surrender to your own dream guidance, to your own inner wisdom, and let it bubble up? And that's why I'm saying too that it's really important when we're talking about mindset mastery is what's your wisdom? What's your wisdom and what's your rhythm to access that wisdom? We are all wired in different ways. For some of us, it's a gut feeling. For others, they just know. For others, it's your emotions. And so that's the second thing that I was going to say. Number two was I really like to suggest using this question. I use it all the time myself, is how do I feel about myself here? And what I'm talking about when we say that, how do I feel about myself when I'm using these words, when I'm making these choices, when I'm saying, no, I'm not going to do that, or yes, I'm going to do this. How do I feel about myself? Because what we want to feel is we want to tap into that sense of magic. That's actually very highlighted during this week for us, is that sense of magic, that sense of sparkly awareness that's there. So what do you need to actually soften or melt into that and receive it and recognize it? Maybe you need to go for walks in nature. Maybe you need to listen to the sounds around you. Maybe you need to journal a wee bit more. Maybe you need to talk something out. Maybe you need to just put your hand on your heart and take some deep breaths and calm your nervous system. So if any of the things that I say on these sessions triggers you or discombobulates you or confuses you and you need some support or clarification, put it in the comments below or message me directly. Because this in particular, this phase it's marking the beginning of a 2-week phase. We open this, what some people call the eclipse season. So we open it with this partial lunar eclipse, and then in 2 weeks we have a solar eclipse. And so that's why I'm saying it's the window. And so really pay attention to your intuition, to your dreams, to that which you wish you could experience more of, and follow it and flow with it. So, saying all that, now we're going to start pulling some cards. So take a nice deep breath. We're going to start with my letting go guidance system, because I like starting with this one, because when we kind of get clear on what's happening with the moon, because that's really the depths of who we are. One of the key places to start with to really help you find your rhythm and your balance and your mindset mastery. But as we do that, as we use the light from the moon to illuminate, we can sometimes become aware of that which is no longer serving us. And so let's see what comes up. What can we let go of in order to really deepen this connection to inner wisdom, deepen this connection and trust to that idea of the answers that you're looking for are looking for you. So let's see what comes up for us. And it's the card that's come up is excuses or justifications. So I was saying to you about the different ways in which different people receive their inner guidance. However, sometimes this excuses or justifications tends to be because it's too much blah, blah, blah in your head. So excuses or justification could be something like, oh, I'm not intuitive. Or, the last time I followed my guidance, it all fell apart. Or that person's intuitive and I don't even know how to begin. So where does excuses and justifications show up and hold you back from really tapping into the auspiciousness that you are, the wisdom that you do actually have within you? It's not up for negotiation, whether you're intuitive or spiritual or wise. It's not up for negotiation. So where and how can you let go of some of the excuses that may be holding you back or maybe blocking you from stepping into that awareness? And like I say, let me know if you need some more support or guidance in this matter. In any matter that gets triggered in these sessions. And now I'm pulling one tarot card, and then we'll do 3 of the Healing with the Angels. And then we wrap it up with my Liberate Your Inner Truth card. I love this. It's the Page of Pentacles. With pages in tarot, that's like the new beginning. And so with this beautiful, powerful Pisces full moon, could you actually start to recognize that which you have already accomplished, that which you have, how abundant, how powerfully, auspiciously gifted you are? Pentacles is like our abundance, our prosperity, but also our health and our well-being. And I like the fact that in this deck in particular, there's so much green shown in that, which is, to me, that's really tapping into your heart's wisdom. So can you allow that to maybe blossom for you? Maybe start to follow that. If you experience something that you really like, acknowledge it, appreciate it. I say that before, I've said this before, what you appreciate appreciates. And that could be something that you take in with that Page of Pentacles energy too. New beginnings, but also a new sense of trust. It feels like that if something's maybe not working out the way you want it to, then maybe it's about saying, okay, that's just not intended to happen right now. But then let go and focus on that which does light your heart up. Oops. There's one card that's saying, I definitely am coming out. I was picking another one and this one flew out. So, beautiful cards that came up for our Healing with the Angels. The first one is music. That feels like a beautiful reminder that maybe meditating to some kind of music, or having some kind of ethereal type of music while you're working, or listening to it while you're driving or sleeping or things of that nature, because that's going to help you get more in touch with your own guides, your own angels, the source energy, because I find music is such a soothing for the soul, right? But this is what I was chuckling about, that fell out. It says, I'm definitely coming out, is truth and integrity. So this is really heavily underlined, but in a light way. And it's very important to access your truth and walk forward with your sense of, yes, this is me. Yes, this is me aligned with my purpose, with my calling, with my gifts. And maybe this is a time to make a wee bit of a shift. Use this 2 weeks to make sure that you are really honoring this idea that you are a spiritual being having this physical experience. What is it that you need to shift or change, or even just acknowledge? Yes, I am in the right place at the right time. And yay me, let's keep going forward this way. Or maybe I need to put something down and do a little course correct. So it's about really allowing yourself a bit of space and time to reflect. And always remember, this is manifestation. I love that. I love that because that's kind of reminding you about that Page of Pentacles energy too. We are powerful, powerful creator beings. That which you wish to create, it's created. But sometimes we then have to get into the rhythm or the shift and the change, and trust. Trust is such a big piece around this whole idea of mindset mastery, and really honoring. You may have heard these ideas of being, we live in the third dimension. Third dimension is solid. This is the third dimensional body. But we also exist in the fifth dimension. The fifth dimension is more energetic. It's the dimension of emotions and emotions and thought and ideas and more of the energetic. So when we say manifestation, that which you decide, I want to create that or experience that, that's the seed. And then sometimes it takes a wee bit of time for it to show up or be experienced in the third dimension. So it's about trusting that which you wants you, that which occurs to you, like a plan or an idea or a choice, is possible for you. So feel into that. Feel into that. Acknowledge that. And like I said, the big piece here is trust. Trust's an inside job. Gotta trust you that yes, you are doing the right things. You are doing the best you can with what you know. And that's one of the most powerful things to walk forward with. Okay, that's enough of that part. Now I'm going to send you off into this auspicious week. I really, really wish you a beautiful, beautiful experience with that full moon, which is happening tomorrow. I actually saw, it almost is full. I saw it last night. It's so beautiful. Made my heart sing. Hope it makes your heart sing. Let's see what comes up. Oh, this is perfect. It's actually number one. This is the first card in this deck. But you know, I said the vibe of this full moon in Pisces is really asking us to really drop into our inner wisdom, our intuitive nature. And that's what this is. I am intuitive. You are intuitive. And so, you know, when I pulled the letting go card, it was letting go of excuses or justifications. Remember, regardless of what your head may have you believe, you are intuitive. Breathe into that. Hold that. Walk forward with that. I trust that makes sense. Let me read this out to you and then I'll send you off into this week. I easily access my inner wisdom and regularly check in with my inner guidance for all decisions and choices. And one of the best ways to do that, put your hand on your heart, take a deep breath, and then make your choice or your decision. I trust this makes sense. I wish you a fabulous experience with that full moon, that lunar eclipse, and I'll be back again with you next week. Much love to you. Have a fabulous week.